They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Harvin. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Got the first down, looking for more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Washington sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Harvin. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Pierre. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break.
221 wing. Down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Pierre.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Complete to the left. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
First down for the offense.
And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air. It's Harvin. That's caught. It's Pierre. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Pierre. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Takes it the other way.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Harris.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got his man on the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try the outside to the left. He's in open space downfield. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Washington, 7.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Harvin. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. Jumped on top of the pile. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Finds a little space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Curry. Turning it on. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Golden Bears will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Harvin. Quickly complete.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Cal! And that one will give him the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Morales. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. with the catch. It's Pierre. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a shot. Snags it. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Washington, 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
The Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Harris. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's going to let it go. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Harvin. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. They're working that left side. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got him where you wanted him. You backed him up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop him. They give up the 1st down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running into the open space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man down the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the 1st down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. It's Pierre. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Goes to the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Quickly complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
He's got it on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw again. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Gotta have it here on fourth down. Looking to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Might be changing the route. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab at It's a first down. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments